Hello, and welcome to the Live Past Crazy Show. Your host is Mitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with her? Mitra appreciates you taking the time out to listen to the podcast, and it is her sincere hope that what we share is something that you can use to help you and someone you know live past crazy.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. And how do you do? Good morning. So I'm running a little late this morning. That's okay. It's going to be a good day. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Mitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I'm sharing out the show right fast. Please make sure you share. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. If they don't have that, we have the YouTube channel. It is called Fearless Us. So they can watch it there. If they don't do that, we have a podcast that's now on Amazon Music. It is on iHeartRadio. It is everywhere podcasts are found, so they can watch it there, listen to it there. If they don't do that, we have books, so they can read it there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Joshua and Margaret. Good morning. Oh, be safe. Be safe. Be safe. So I hope you guys are ready to get this day started. I know I am. I don't have any, Joshua. And it is a running joke to my family and my friends that I can't grow any. I have tried everything from castor oil to fresh aloe vera leaves but this is as thick as they're going to get. They're thicker in person. I'll tell Rose you say good morning, Margaret. And I would tell my friend Tiffany, when I said I'm going to go get my eyebrows done, she said, why? You don't have any. Why waste your time and those people? Why are you giving those people your money? It's okay. Oh God, child. No man, listen. Y'all gonna get these eyebrows today. So good morning, everybody. So I hope you guys are ready to get this morning started. Now that John Lucky done pointing out my eyebrows this morning, thank you, sir. We're going to have a good day. We are going to have an amazing day. So, I was looking for... Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. Oh, does she? I know a few people who have them. But I don't know if I want to get them tattooed on. Like, I don't know. But then again, I can't draw them on. You know, like some people are really good and they draw them on. I can't do that. No. So, y'all going to get these eyebrows today. Maybe when I learn to put makeup on, I will do that. How about that? So good morning, good morning, good morning. Yesterday, y'all, we talked about moving in opposition of the flow of your life. That's what we talked about yesterday. And I really like that. Are we moving in opposition of the flow of our life? I got my whole life with that yesterday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. All right, here's the quote of the day. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far we can go. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far we can go. And that is by T.S. Eliot. You got to go. Go as far as you can go, to go as far as you can go, to go as far as you can go. So, let's talk about some things today. I found this, we talked about this in boxing class yesterday. So, and again, I learned a lot in boxing. I learned a lot of, I can correlate boxing to a lot of things in life. And so the coach was talking about this yesterday, and I was like, this is a good idea. And it made me, and I thought about it. It was so good that I thought about it all night. And I put it in my journal, right? Because it was good. And so the thought of the day is be aggressive. And at some point, y'all, we have got to be the aggressor. At some point, it's going to take aggression to win. I'm not saying, oh, really? I have an exercise I do with that too, Margaret. I don't want us to be, oh, really? No, mine are red and black. I need some more. I need some more, boxing gloves. So, when I say this, I don't want you to do this. And at some point, y'all, there's got to be a level of confidence and got to be a level of arrogance that you can do it, right? But I don't want you to go overboard to the 19th power with your arrogance and your ego. But I want us to understand that at some point, it's going to take aggression, and you have to be aggressive if you want to win. You have to assert yourself to be a winner. You can't be passive and want to win. Like, that can't happen. Like, I can't say I want to win and not want to physically win. Not physically wanting to put it into action. Period. Hey, Miss Starks. Good morning. Good morning. So, at some point, you have got to be the aggressor. You have got to take aggression. You got to have aggression to win. We can't win. I can't win the championship. So there's only two teams in this world. Team Abundance and Team Lack. Team Lack ain't checking for me. Meaning they don't care nothing. They're professionals over there. They want to win the championship just like you do. And so over here on Team Abundance and us wanting to win the championship of our legacy, of our this or whatever it is, you can't play passively. You can't sit back and be like, oh, well, I guess I think. No. If you, whatever religion you're in, it says, come boldly. Just be bold about it. Yes, Lucky. You have to. Good morning, Miss Starks. You have to, you got to have some aggression. And at some point, you got to be aggressive. So this is what I learned in boxing class yesterday. I'm in the ring with my opponent. At some point, he's going to advance on me or I'm going to advance on him. What I cannot be is afraid to be the aggressor and be aggressive. If I want to win, I'm going to have to take some sort of action. I'm going to have to take some sort of control. I'm going to have to do something to ensure that I win. And for that to happen, I've got to be assertive. I've got to assert myself. I've got to be aggressive that this is my win. It doesn't belong to you. This is my legacy. This is my life. It doesn't belong to anyone else. And I've got to be aggressive and assertive about that in order to win this championship. So if we over here on Team Abundance, this is one of the things that's going in the playbook, right? we can't do it passively. Meaning I can't say, ooh, maybe someday they're going to let me win. Maybe it wasn't meant for me. Are you a winner or are you not? And this is why Team Abundance shirt is important. So what is the rules and regulations for Team Abundance? We will be excellent. We will be proficient. We will not quit. We're going to execute. We're going to play. And we're going to win. The execution and the playing. We talked about that Monday, Friday. We're not practicing no more. Eventually, you got to play. You've practiced enough. Now it's time to put things into action. And your action says, I want to win. If you're not willing to be the aggressor to win it, Team Lack will win every day. That's how they win by default, because you're being passive in the thing. So when Team Lack comes up in his negative Nelly and Debbie Downer and Pity Patty, and she said, but oh, JoJo, do you remember this thing and that thing? Boo, she is there to win the championship for herself. She is not checking for you. She's not playing. She wants to win. So she's going to remind you of all the things to get you in a certain space. So now you're passive. And by default, they just won the championship of that conversation. Every day you decide what team you're playing on. Every single day. Every day. And we will not quit. I will be persistent. That will be excellent. And I will be proficient. And we do that by showing up for practice every day. But eventually you got to play. And when the coach said that in boxing class yesterday, he said, you have got to have some aggression. You've got to be the aggressor if you're in there boxing for your life. And y'all know I relate this to boxing and basketball. If we're inside the paint and I'm trying to win this game and there's a minute left on the clock and I'm in the paint, I'm not fixing to ask LeBron, can you please move over so that I can shoot my shot? No, all shots matter, and you better shoot your shot. You better throw them bows. You better put them arms up, figure out your left or your right hook, and be the aggressor. Take aggression. You got to have that. You got to be assertive if you want to be a winner. You can't be passive and want to win. Team Lack ain't moving out your way. You think LeBron is going to be like, all right, man, my bad. I done played the whole game. I don't want to win this championship. But I see you do, so let me move out your way. It don't work that way. Team Lack, they want to win just as bad as you want to win. And we did a whole show on that. Today, we decide who fixing to win this game. When there's 1 minute left and we in the paint and I'm the one with the ball and we just two goals down. Am I going to be like, well, I'm tired now, let me stop? Am I not going to be bold and say, I'm about to win this thing? What I'm not fixing to do is lose. Every day, right there, you got to decide who's being the winner. Who fixing to win? Because Team Lack, they not playing with you. When they come and say, well, boo, you know you don't have money to do this. They not playing with you. When they come to you and they say, well, you know, you don't know how to do this. They're not playing with you. They're here to win that championship of you not fixing to do this because I said so. You're not fixing to do this because your current reality and your current mind says you can't do it. And we talked about that yesterday. Moving in opposition of the flow of your life. That's why it's easy for you to slip back over there to Team Lack by default. Because, come on, Miss Starks. We talked about all the time, what are you agreeing with? And on signing day here for Team Abundance, it's going to be in bold print what you signing up for. And some of us keep agreeing with our brokenness. We keep agreeing with our pain. We keep agreeing with whatever medical diagnosis. We keep agreeing with that because we keep telling that story. And we start every day in the negative and never our day in the affirmative. But Lord, I got this hurt back. Jesus, you know I'm overweight. Why I got to start my prayer in the negative? Jesus is in the affirmative in all things. Exceedingly abundantly above all. He said, all my wants are supplied. Why I got to start in the negative first? Why is that? Why are we making this so difficult? So as we earn all the things that hurt us, we lose by default. So now I can't be aggressive. Now I'm passive because everybody dunking on me. And if you playing soccer, everybody done scored a goal. Or if we're in a boxing ring, you going to win the match because you throwing more hits than me, because I'm standing there crying and honoring all of my weaknesses, and then never at some point coming to my mind and my realization that I'm fixing to win this thing. Yes, ma'am. I'm fixing to win this thing. You have got to be assertive. You've got to, it says come boldly to the throne. And some of us in our prayer, if I can just share this with you, and I want you to think about it. It says come boldly. We come, Lord, you know, I ain't no good. Jesus, I ain't this, I ain't that. He didn't ask you all that. He know that part. He said, come boldly. And listen, when you are forced to be aggressive, that's when you lucky. Did you not realize at this point, either I'm going to win or lose? I'm fixing to win this championship, dog. It's going to be you or me. You've got to assert yourself. Now, please understand, JoJo is the most passive person in the whole world. Yes, I used to be. Until I realized I had to be bold. I had to take some aggression. I had to be aggressive about some things. I had to assert myself if I want to be a winner. And I cannot be sitting by the sidelines crying about it. Now, I have a lot on my plate. And yesterday, there was so much on my plate yesterday. I had to decide what I was going to focus on yesterday. I was going to focus on the phone. I was going to focus on work. I was going to focus on this. And I had things to do because the retreat is Friday. We're 2 days away from the retreat. So if anybody call, text, I love you, I promise I'm responding to all messages and emails this morning. Good morning. And I think Nicole sent me a text. I didn't respond to anybody yesterday. I promise I'm calling you. I don't even know what the text message said. I put everything on Do Not Disturb so that I could get some work done yesterday. So I love y'all. Please don't be mad at me. At some point, y'all, we've got to be the aggressor. I have got to take aggression. I know, Miss Starks, I wish you was coming. That's all right. You won't be at the next one. So we have to be bold. You have to assert yourself to be a winner. You can't do this passively. You can't live this life passively. You cannot live this life passively. Meaning I can't say I want to win and say I want all of my abundance and I'm practicing lack. I can't say I want all of these things and I'm standing still and not contributing to anything, or I'm not doing anything in return. Does that make sense? You can't passively stand there and watch this happen. Either you fixing to win or you not. And so what the coach taught us yesterday is how to be the aggressor. How do you, if you in the ring with your opponent, how do you advance on your opponent? And we talked about that, how we fixing to win this thing. We can't stop. And you not moving is you not winning. And it's going to take some aggression. And I want you to be okay with being the aggressor, to say, I'm fixing to win this thing. It's going to take some ego. And it's going to take a little bit of arrogance. It's going to take a good combination of those to say, I'm fixing to win this here. You're not fixing to fight me. You're not fixing to fight me and win. You're not fixing to talk about me and win. And some of us need to have that conversation with ourselves when it comes to our mindset, our body, our medical conditions, our living conditions, our career conditions. We need to have that conversation for ourselves. I got mad at JoJo at some point and said, JoJo, what we not fixing to do is this, boo. I'm taking over, JoJo. Go sit down. Because that's not it. We not fixing to do this. At some point, you need to get mad at yourself. You need to be assertive and bold with your own self to say, and people will tell, a lot of, I ain't going to say a lot of people. I have been told, JoJo, if I have a friend, so y'all know I'm a survivor of domestic violence. Yes, lucky it does. And people will say, I need you to talk to my friend and help her get out. And I will tell them, I will listen to your friend. It's domestic violence month. Don't ever go to an abuser and tell her what you think she should do. Girl, it couldn't be me. Don't ever do that. But when that woman, I can listen to her. But what I cannot do is tell that woman at that moment, you need to go. Because here's was something that happened for me. And if you've ever been in an abusive relationship, you can probably agree with me on this. Until you ready to do something about it, ain't nothing nobody can say to you. And I tell people that I will listen. I'm not going to try to convince her to leave. I'm a listening ear. Because until that sister or that man is ready to leave, there's nothing I can do. Because I left and went back. Because my friends intervened. And I still protected him. So until you are ready to do something about it, until you get mad at yourself, until you tell yourself, go sit down and take some aggression and be assertive with yourself and be the aggressor with JoJo, listen here. He can't beat you, talk to you any kind of way, treat your kids any kind of way, say he gonna kill you, and he gonna have another woman raise your children. When you fixing to get mad about that thing. When? And until you get to that point. And so until you get tired of being passive and passively playing the game of life, however you see it, if it's passively being in your career, passively working in your relationship, your friendship, your job, until you understand that you've got to be the aggressor, you have got to advance on your opponent, whatever it is, life is going to pass you by, and then you're going to wonder, how in the hell did this happen to me? Because that was me. How in the hell did I get here? Why am I here? Because I didn't participate. When you get tired, you'll do something about it. My kids hate that. Mommy, I hate that when you get tired. Because there's no need for me to argue. There's no need for me to give you the words. There's nothing I'm going to be able to say that's going to make you feel any better, feel some type of way so that you want to do this for yourself. You have got to want it. At some point, you got to be the aggressor. It's going to take some aggression. It's going to take some arrogance. And it's going to take some ego. You're going to have to say it with your chest. I'm not. I'm Gerald Waddell's daughter. Sophronia's child. What you're not fixing to do is this. You have to assert yourself. And we can't, if we want to win, we can't win passively. You can't. I can't win standing by. Right? And listen, your actions will make a lie out of your words every time. So what I learned yesterday in boxing class is we learn to advance on our opponent. Right? As you learn to not be afraid to, if you get hit, don't be afraid. You got your hands up. You know how to protect yourself. If your core is strong, you ain't moving nowhere. You can bob and weave and get out the way. But you got to be the aggressor. And it's going to take some aggression. And I want you to be aggressive about the thing that you want to accomplish. I was aggressive with wanting to have Sister Rise Retreat. I am being aggressive about Team Abundance and making a playbook. I am being aggressive about some things. And that requires me being assertive. I can't say I want to win at whatever it is and not be assertive. If you've ever played a sport in your life, it's about winning. If you watch sports, it's about your favorite team winning. Yes, Joshua. You got two choices. Two. What you fixing to do? It says, and you got to be bold with it. Now, if you have to do something to make you feel bold, like the time I represented myself in court, I knew what I knew, but I wasn't feeling bold enough. And I don't like pink, but I wore a hot pink suit, hot pink shoes with some pink lipstick and went into that courtroom and won my case. You've got to be bold. You got to assert yourself. You got to decide, today I'm going to be a winner. And listen, there's nothing wrong with wanting to win. And maybe you need another word that will help you accept that. Maybe that will help you. Because some of us feel bad, but like, everybody should want to win. Everybody should want to win. That's not your business. What everybody, Team Lack ain't caring whether you want to win. That's why they send Negative Nelly and Debbie Downer over there. They professionals. That's why they send them to your front door, because they want to win. And they're not apologizing for it. Do you see Negative Nelly apologizing for what she complains about every day? Do you see the person who has every illness and sickness in the world complaining that they bringing it to you every day? Or do you sit there and listen to them because they force you to? Because they there to win. They're not fixing to play with you. Oh, you going to listen to all my sickness today? Oh, you going to honor me in all my illness today? Oh, you're going to do all of this for me today because I can't do it for myself. And they are there to win. They are the aggressor at that point. They are aggressively pursuing you to force you to sit there to listen to them complain about a life that they could change for themselves, but they choose not to. But because that's the team they choose to play on, they are setting out to win. And they don't care nothing about you and your feelings. They don't. And when we make it very black and white and make it very clear, there's only two teams, Team Abundance and Team Lack. Some folk want to be sick, and you got to let them be that way. And what do? We say, we're going to honor our boundaries. From this point, you cannot go and I cannot come. I honor the fact that you want to be sick so much, I'm going to allow you to be it. But I can't go with you, and you can't come with me. They want that, and you have to allow them that, because they, my friend, my brother, my sister, they are there to win just like you are. So at some point, you got to be the aggressor, and you got to be aggressive, and it's going to take some aggression. Every tense of the word, you're going to have to use it, okay? And it's going to require some ego, and it's going to require you to say it with your chest. Hey, to the man, Mr. Lucky. You have to assert yourself if you want to be a winner. You cannot win passively. You cannot tell me I want to change the outlook of my health. You can't tell me you want to change the outlook of your health, right? And then you passively let your health happen to you. You can't tell me you don't like taking medication when you don't do anything to make it better. But JoJo, it's hard. And y'all know how I feel about this. You own medication. You have every illness known to man. You honor that with your words and your actions every day. And then when somebody says, hey, let me tell you, you could have a different life if you did this and this. But it's hard. So you're dying every day on purpose. So you're slowly committing murder on yourself. You're slowly committing suicide every single day because you actively choose not to do anything to save your life. Then I don't have any patience. I don't have any understanding of or the words that are coming out of your mouth if you do that. But JoJo, it's hard. You don't understand. I don't have the money to do this. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your mindset. And if you honor your illness and your sickness and your lack thereof more than you honor your abundance, there's nothing I can say or do. Ain't nobody that can preach you to heaven. Ain't no holy oil that's going to save you. Ain't no laying of the hands that's going to work. Ain't no speaking of the tongues that's going to help. Because you are bound and determined to win that championship for Team Lack. And over here on Team Abundance, we're not apologizing for wanting to win. We will be aggressive. There will be some aggression. I will advance. Right. You cannot do both. You have got to assert yourself to be a winner. And if you say, well, Joe, listen, I'm passive Patty. Oh, I just want everybody to be happy. At some point, JoJo, you got to be the aggressor and you've got to win. You say you want to win. What do you want to be aggressive about it? Come boldly to the. It says be bold in your action. I don't care what religion you pick. They all require that you do things boldly. They all require something. They all require that you win in your mind first. And here's the amazing thing. When this changes, outside changes. There's got to be an inner change. There's got to be a revolution on the inside first before there can be change on the outside. You can't. That's why people can get a great house and they can do all the things and move, but their habits never change and they find themselves right back in the same place. Because the revolution hasn't taken place on the inside. And you got to be aggressive about the change that you want to see in yourself. At some point, you've got to be the aggressor. At some point, I've got to advance on my opponent. And I learned that yesterday, how to be comfortable being the aggressor. How to be comfortable aggressing on my opponent. How to be comfortable being bold and asserting myself to say, I want to win this match. And be bold enough to say it. And now I've practiced and now I'm executing and I'm playing and I'm winning. And be okay with saying everything in the affirmative and not honoring the things of lack. We got to stop thinking in the negative first. We got to stop going against the flow of our life. We got to stop moving in opposition of the flow of our life. Period. That's what we got to do. So on this lovely day, I want you to be bold today. I want you to be bold enough. And here, I just need you to be bold for 2 seconds, okay? Because in those 2 seconds of you being bold, like JoJo, I'm fixing to be bold enough to go knock this thing in the mouth. Say it with your teeth. You know, if you're a mama, you say things with your teeth. I want you to be bold enough just for that minute to say that. And this is what's going to happen. Your brain is going to take a picture of what you just said, and then it's going to set out to find the answers for it. Before you allow a negative thought in, say, I'm about to be bold. I'm going to be aggressive with this. I'm going to be the aggressor. I'm fixing to win this battle. Whatever it is, if it's for your health, I'm fixing to beat this thing. What it's not fixing to do is take my life and me not do nothing about it every day. When you have every tool that you need is in your hand. So be bold today. Be aggressive today that you're going to win, whether it's on your career, your relationship, your friendship, your job, your health, your mindset. Have that thought today. Just for a few seconds. Your mind is going to take a picture of it, and now it's going to set out to give you exactly what you said you wanted. Watch what happens. Y'all remind me, and I'll tell you my July 26th story. Your mind will give you what you say, but you got to give it. That's why you got to give your words and your breath direction every day. If you don't give them anything to do, they have nothing to do. That's why you can sit at home and say, I'm bored. I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm bored. I ain't got no money. I'm bored. That confuses me. You're bored because you insist that there's no impact that you can make on your life. That was the quote yesterday. You can't go through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. So you sitting at home, I'm bored, and assuming that there's nothing you can do to impact your immediate life, when that you have all the things that you can do to impact your immediate life. We're celebrating day one. We're not celebrating one day. So today is day one of your day for Team Abundance. This is your signing day. In bold print, we are saying we are aggressive over here. We're winning, and we're not apologizing for it because we're Team Abundance. We're coming boldly. We are taking dominion. Our gift will make room for us because we're understanding what our gift is first, right? We have a gift. We're imposing our God-given talent, and we're taking dominion for it. And we're not focusing on our lack. We only speak in the affirmative. Period. We will be the aggressor. There will be some aggression. I will be aggressive. I know that I'm going to have that as a requirement in order for me to win. I cannot. You can't tell me one sports player who was passive who won. I ran track. I played softball. I played soccer. Now I'm doing boxing. And no sport I ever played. And I played football as a kid. No, I don't care if you play kickball, dodgeball, whatever. There's no sport that doesn't say you have to stand by and let it. And if you just stand there, then you'll win. That's why you got picked to be last on the team, because they knew you wasn't aggressive. They knew you wasn't going to throw the ball at little Sally doing tag to hit her. They knew you wasn't going to kick the ball hard enough at kickball to get everybody in to home base. They knew that. When you played on softball, that's why you was never up to bat. They made sure that, because they knew you wasn't going to bring nobody to their base. You wasn't even going to get to first base. In soccer, you wasn't ever going to be in. Once I understood that I was there to win, I started the game of soccer. I was your power forward. I started the game. Because I'm fixing to win this thing. There's no game. There's no profession. There's nothing in life that says you will win by standing by looking. Not one. And I will wait while you think about it. Not your religion, not your relationship, there's nothing that says if you stand by, you will win. All of them say, be aggressive, be the aggressor, decide that you want to win. And we can't get mad at other people who are winning and we are not, because they decided to take the action and we did not. They said, let me go ahead and be bold. Let me be the aggressor. Let me show some aggression. Let me be aggressive. Let me win. Let me just add a little of my ego and my arrogance on here just for a minute. I'm fixing to win this thing. And it takes a lovely balance. But when you get it, you got it. And then change begins to happen. So, y'all, it's going to be an amazing day. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Go as far as you can go. To go as far as you can go. To go as far as you can go. You never know how far you can go until you actually try to move. And if you're not trying to move and go anywhere, then that's where you're going to be. I can see that. I can look back over my life, and in every juncture, at some point, it required something different of me. Every juncture. Every different level that I went to has required a different requirement of me. Has required a different level of JoJo. It's required a different level of stamina. That's why I'm not playing. When I started this journey, I was red-shirted, meaning you wasn't playing. You were just in there. And then I became a rookie. That means they put me in a few games. And then I was a starting player, right? And then I won a few games. Well, now I made it to the playoffs, right? Well, now here I am in the championship game. And I'm breathing differently here than when I first said, excuse me, I want to be on Team Abundance. I play differently now. And so every level is going to require a different growth process of you. A to the men. We celebrating day ones over here, Lucky. Day one. Day one. And here's the thing. You try today, and if by the end of the day you be like, man, I couldn't even make it through the whole day. Tomorrow is another day one. And what you will find is every day you start over, eventually you're going to have 30 days of day ones, 90 days of day ones, 120 days of day ones. But they all got to start. One day never comes. You'll be on your deathbed, or you'll be telling your kids, don't be like mama. Don't. You're not sacrificing anything for your children. Nothing by not living in your greatness. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's my personal pet peeve. I'm sacrificing for my kids. Are you really? Are you really? Are you sacrificing for yourself because you don't want to assert yourself, because it may require more of you, and because it's requiring more of you, you may fail, and you don't want to fail in front of your kids, so you'll just settle because this you know, this you can make. Boo, they rather you go out there and try and fail. They would rather you do that than sit there and settle, because now they got to hear your mouth, and you are conditioning your children to lose. Let me go work this little job. You know they don't pay me no money. My boss get on my nerves. 45 years over here, Lucky. 45 years of day one. 16 years of day one on this journey. So are you really sacrificing for your family? Or are you doing them a disservice? Are you training your children for team lack? Because I promise you're training them for team abundance or team lack. One of the two. You're training them. This is the only place you can live. This is how much money you can make. These are the only jobs you can get. This is the only thing that you can do because I can't do no more because I'm not willing to work for myself. I'm not willing to be assertive. I'm not willing to be the aggressor. I'm not willing to be aggressive. I'm not willing to show any aggression. So I want you to have less just like I have less because I can't comprehend the more. That's not their fault. Please don't make that your children's fault. Please don't do that. That makes me want to cry when I see little kids who at 9 and 10 already have the mindset of what they can't do because their parents have engraved it in them by their actions and their thoughts every day. I'm not great, boo. I've been there. I did it. I was picking up pennies off the street to feed my kids. I was washing my clothes in the bathtub with my bath soap so I could have something fresh to wear to work. I have been there. And me and my children have talked about it. Like, I really want to get a new job. I really want to do this. But this is, we got stability. Mom, we would rather, we have faith in your children, have faith in you more than you do. We would rather struggle. When my kids told me, we would rather struggle than to hear you complain and see you sad and upset about a job that you can do something about. I said, oh, here I was settling, sacrificing, when all they wanted was like, but why? What? You tell us not to, but you doing it. Oh, okay. So every day you're leaving a legacy, whether it's abundance or lack. They can or they can't. You're leaving that every day. Every day. All right, that's my soapbox. I'm sorry, I'm off of it. Today, the fearless thought of the day, y'all. You got to be aggressive. At some point, you've got to be the aggressor. I learned that in boxing class yesterday, that if I want to win, I got to be the aggressor. And I've got to be aggressive. That means I've got to advance on my opponent. And then as I'm advancing, I am deciding who's fixing to win this. Just like my opponent is advancing on me. And he's saying, oh, JoJo, I'm about to win this because I'm about to remind you you ain't got no money. I'm about to remind you of all the negativity because they there to win. And I've got to be the aggressor. And I got to decide today I'm winning this battle. You don't get to win every day. Not over here. JoJo's winning today. So on this lovely day, I want you to be bold in your thought process. Be bold in your action. I want you to be bold and be aggressive today. Be the aggressor. Have some aggression. Be aggressive. I love it. If y'all don't know, I majored in English in college. I majored in business and in English in college. My master's degree is in healthcare management. My PhD is in organizational leadership. But my love is English. I love words. So today on this amazing, it's going to be such an amazing day. I want y'all to have a great day. Because today you're going to be aggressive. Today you're going to have a little arrogance. You're going to put your attitude with it. And you are going to achieve that thing. Because can't nobody achieve it but you. Can't nobody do it but you. And the entire world is waiting on you to understand your gift. I cannot do what I need to do if you don't do what you need to do. I am my sister's keeper. And y'all know my favorite quote by myself is from JoJo. Okay? Someone is waiting to hear my voice. They will not move until I move. Period. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Lucky. Then you know, listen, when I tell you I love literature, oh my God, I can read all the great classics over and over, and I force my children to, and it's okay. I love literature. Have a great day. Please be safe, be peaceful. All right, guys, I want you to have an amazing day. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Please come back tomorrow and tell me, like, for real. Tell me what were you aggressive about? What was you That's a kid waking up. What was you aggressive about today? Come back and share it with me. What was your win for today? Just say it for a second. Allow your mind to take that snapshot and now go win at that thing. Go do that. Period. So I hope you have an amazing day. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. And if you don't do that, we have 5 books. I actually have 8. The 6th book is my daily affirmations book, bit.ly/my affirmations book. You can grab you a copy of my affirmations book. My book of quotes is coming out next. Rosie just woke up and she's making all the noise in the world. Like it sounds like you tripped and fell and killed yourself down the stairs.
Sorry.
Good morning. So I want you guys to have an amazing day. If you want a Team Abundance t-shirt, y'all, this little bitty keyboard ain't it. I don't know how people type on these little bitty things. I can't do it. That's the link for the Team Abundance t-shirts, the Team Sister Rise t-shirts. Those are the links for that. Let me get the book for... there we go. Here's the link for my affirmations book. Lord have mercy. How people type... How y'all type on this little bitty thing? Like this tiny. How you type on this? I can't handle it. I'm going to have to get me another one. All right, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please let me know so I know that I'm not talking to myself. I greatly appreciate you being here with me this morning. You know, I was running a little bit late. I hope you have an amazing day. Don't make excuses for your lack today. Make excuses for the reason why you should win. Okay, let's talk about that. Why should you win today? Because you've already figured out how to lose well, how to have lack well. You have that figured out. Can we talk about how we fixing to have abundance? Can we show some aggression towards that today? I'm fixing to be real aggressive in all of my actions today. All of them. Y'all about to get all of JoJo today. So I hope you have an amazing day. And I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
Thank you again for listening to the Live Past Crazy Show with Mitra JoJo. She is the only Live Past Crazy specialist, and she is glad you spent your time with her. If you would like to know more about why she knows crazy and about her journey, she invites you to check out her website, www.livepastcrazy.com, as well as follow her on social media. Mitra is her tag for IG, Twitter, and Facebook, JANMETRA. She also invites you to join her on the Fearless Morning Show, weekdays at 7:15 a.m. on Facebook Live. Again, you can find us on Facebook with the Fearless Morning Show page or by name. Remember, as a result of working with the only Live Past Crazy specialists, individuals are able to identify the crazy in their lives and develop a specific blueprint to begin to live past crazy. Do you know anybody who needs to live past crazy? Then send them over her way, because there is life after crazy. Be peaceful, period. And Mitra will see you guys on the next show.